I'm Deb Patterson, and I'm running for Oregon State Senate in District 10. Why am I running? Because I believe that healthcare should be affordable and accessible to all. 30 years ago this fall, as a young seminary student, I was a student chaplain in a city hospital. I saw patients there with grievous health issues that had been untreated for lack of insurance. Cancer was never caught early there. There were far too many women who delivered stillborn babies there due to lack of prenatal care. But the person whose story still haunts me most was a man whose bed had been pushed up near a window so that he could look out. I walked over to talk with him and noticed something strange about the shape of the sheets covering him. I looked down and realized that his legs were gone. His arms were gone too. His body had been reduced to a head and a torso. This man had no health insurance and unmanaged diabetes. I swore that day 30 years ago that I would do everything in my power to keep any other person from suffering a fate like that. I went back to school after seminary and earned a master's in health administration from Washington University's School of Medicine in St. Louis. For decades now, I've been an advocate fighting for access to care. I ran an international health organization which grew to serve in 23 countries around the world. I was founding vice president of a children's health foundation, focusing on early intervention in health and education. I served on the senior management team of a large health system. I've fought for access to care since 1988. I'm also married and the mom of 2 young adult children. When my special needs daughter needed extra help with her transition from high school into employment, I stepped down from my healthcare advocacy work and returned to active ministry in the church part-time. Now I'm serving as ordained clergy in a congregational church, helping people get access to needed services here in this area. And I'm still concerned that we can do better. I'm out there knocking on a lot of doors, listening to people. Folks are still losing their homes due to medical debt. 1/3 of all GoFundMe accounts are to raise money to cover medical bills. Businesses, particularly small family businesses, are spending way too much of their income on health insurance rather than raises for their employees. I've seen healthcare around the world, and I know we can do better. I know we can do better for our young people, too. In Oregon, we are near the bottom of the nation in graduation rates. We need to invest in career technical education, not just talk about it, in every high school, and require large corporations to pay their fair share in educating their workforce. We need to make college more affordable for everyone who wants to attend. We need to start our investments in education earlier, with more support for early childhood education and help for special needs students from early childhood through transition services. When kids graduate, they need affordable housing options and living wage jobs. Don't we all? Finally, I'm running because we need to stand up at the state level to protect our environment and human and civil rights for all those who live and work in Oregon. I believe we can and must have clean energy jobs with good wages that will help mitigate the effects of carbon emissions and which will be a savvy investment for the present and for our future. I give the incumbent great credit for her remarkable career in public service. Recently, however, she has taken hundreds of thousands of dollars in campaign funds from special interests. If I were convinced that the incumbent in this district was still representing the views and best interests of the majority of the citizens of this district, I would not be running in this race. But she has voted against net neutrality, paid sick leave, raising the minimum wage, background checks on private gun sales, reproductive health equity, and establishing the Oregon Retirement Savings Board. She voted against penalties for financial advisors who take advantage of seniors and people with disabilities, and against prohibiting discrimination in selling, renting, or leasing property. She voted against the Toxic Free Kids Act and against tax credits for contributions to college scholarships in the Opportunity Grant Fund. I'm committed to serving the people of this district, not special interests, and I'm asking for your vote. I've been endorsed by the Oregon Education Association, the Oregon School Employees Association, and the American Federation of Teachers in Oregon, and the Sierra Club, Oregon League of Conservation Voters, Planned Parenthood, AFSCME, SEIU, and many others. You can learn more about my campaign, endorsements, and ways to help at www.debpattersonor.org. Thank you for your support.